Good day! Welcome to our video presentation. In this video, we're gonna discuss about our proposed database project entitled PetSmart, a pet shop management system for LT PetSmart Mati City. I am Nelwin Gitgitin, and here are my co-members, Jen Russell Manlupig and Raymond Angana. Okay, let's begin.
Computers have become an essential component of our daily lives, allowing us to access virtually any type of data. Life in the 21st century is full with technological advancements, and any organization that does not use technology will struggle to thrive. Even in this day and age, when computers have become ubiquitous, the majority of businesses have yet to embrace high technology. In most animal clinics, daily transactions are still done on paper or manually. An online pet management system is suggested in these cases. The key benefits of this approach is that it makes the process much easier for both the customer and the clinic. Proponents have found a vet clinic located at Mati City, Davao Oriental that still uses and relies on a manual business process like record management, appointment scheduling, and other transactions. Also, one of the complaints of the manager of LT PetSmart is that their business is likely to be less efficient and effective due to lack of data management. Their current process is manually updating stock for their inventory and recording of their services, in which they are not systematic and can be unorganized. Lastly, the manual system they use takes so much time to process. Now, these are the business rules of our proposed database. First, an owner may have more than one pet. Second, a pet will only have one owner. However, an owner can be many associated contacts. Third, an owner may have more than a phone number. Fourth, there are different fees for different sized animals. Fifth, each employee will have a title like veterinarian, groomer, staff, etc., but may work at more than one operation like grooming and boarding. 6. There will be separate charges or bills for each operation. If a pet is given treatment at the vet and is also groomed on the same day, there will be 2 separate charges. 7th, there will only be one veterinarian associated with an invoice for veterinary services. 8. There may be many attending staff for veterinary services. 9th, there will be only one groomer associated with an invoice for grooming services. 10th, there may be only one groomer associated with an invoice for boarding services. 11th, each pet will be charged on a separate invoice. 12th, bills will be paid the same day as services is rendered. And last is for boarding. Pets picked up after noon on pickup date will be charged for that day. This will affect the days boarded.
Our ERD represents all the terminologies, including the entities, attributes, and labeled keys for the needed data dictionary. The ERD is an important key here. It depicts the interconnectedness of the business rules. So we make sure that the ERD is correct for the data dictionary leading for the SQL database. The software application that we used was MS Visual because it consists of more profound ERD descriptions than the ERD+. An example of entity is the person, which consists of 2 labeled keys, the primary and the foreign key. The primary key here is the person ID because it has a unique property, thus lending itself to the attributes below, which is the first name and second name, also include the address and the zip. Speaking of zip, the zip here is the foreign key because it connects to another table, the zip entity itself. Our data dictionary trusts the following metadata and the data itself. From the term dictionary, it stores all the information necessarily and accordingly. The dictionary is also considered a blueprint that guides the process of making the SQL database. In that sense, The data dictionary is an integral part of DBMS. The table shows all the specific data types in each column and specifies all the information in a single row. Let's take an example from the ERD discussion earlier, the person entity. In the person entity, the attribute here is the person ID, which is the primary key, and also defines as an ID of the person or the owner. We use the SQL type of char with a maximum of 8 characters, that which corresponds to the format. In that sense, the row here is required as it needs to be implemented in the SQL thereof.
So let's talk about our DBMS and how we will import the data in the DBMS. So we've used the MySQL workbench. In the MySQL workbench, we have the different parts. In here, we can see that all the tables, and in here, we can see all the imported codes in our SQL file. Then, in the tables in here, you can see all the tables that can be seen in the data dictionary. For example, the additional contacts, boarding bill, employee, and etc. So in our importing data, we sampled, so our sample is the zip and the person. So we have an example data that we created in the Microsoft Excel. So here are the example data that we will import in the zip and the person table. First is the zip. We have the zip, city, province, and in the person ID, first name, last name, street address, and zip. Then after that, we're gonna go back to our DBMS. Then we will open the zip and the person table. So first, let's fill up the zip table. To 09 802, then in the city, San Isidro, in Panay, then in the province, Davao Oriental, Davao Oriental. In populating your data, there are two options in importing your data. First is by importing it in the SQL file, directly on the SQL file in here, and running it. Then the second option is putting directly to the table, like what I have done. Then after importing all the data, you will just hit the apply button in here. Then it will show a review of your how will you of the inserted data, so you could recheck the data that you have imported. Then after rechecking and reviewing your SQL script, you can hit apply, then finish. So it's already encoded. So next table that we will import is the person. So let's first populate the person ID 4245 and 4246 4247, and first name example is our name of my group mates. Anna, then Lupig, then our street address will be Bayview Estate, then HA, Upper Limatok, then zip is 8200 8209, then 8202. Then after populating all the datas, like in here, you can see it, all the datas. Then you would hit the apply button. Then you could review your SQL script in here, all the values that you have been imported. Then you can hit the apply button, then finish. After that, you can see all the applied datas that you have imported that came from your Excel to your database. And I think that's all for our demonstration of how you will import and how you will make your SQL database. And that will be all. Thanks for watching.